Hey guys, it's Sam Dyke. Today I'm going to be bringing you a workout. I hope you guys are ready. Before we start, we're just going to chat about our social skill for today. And our social skill for today is cooperation and teamwork. Alright, so now teamwork and cooperation is working together and helping others in any kind of way, guys. You guys don't always have to have the same goal, but generally you do have that same goal that you guys are working towards. So if it's you and your friend, let's say if you guys are building Lego, or you guys are building you guys are trying to work on a dance routine, for like ballet, or whatever it is, you guys are working together because you're trying to get to the same thing. So if it is building Lego and you guys are trying to build like a ship, you working together, you're trying to find the best pieces, the best colors, the best Lego man or woman to go with this, and you guys are working together to build this. And remember, since you guys are working together, it's going to make it a lot easier and a lot faster for you to get to the finished product. And if you guys are working on like a ballet routine, you are, coming up with ideas. You're like, okay, maybe this movement's going to be better, or this is going to be better. And you guys work together. And the same like with the Lego, it is going to become a lot easier, and it's going to come a lot faster for you guys when you do build, or when you do build on this routine, and then at the end you guys are going to do it together and it's going to be amazing. All right, so guys, teamwork and stuff is so important. Even when you guys are at school, it could be as simple as, if I have my friend, I give my friend the glue, like a glue stick, like Prit, I give them glue, or like or Prit, and they use the Prit to quickly glue on, put glue on the picture and then stick it down. And then next I give them scissors, they quickly cut, then they give me a pencil and I color in, or a coloring in crayon and I color in, because we're working together to finish something. Okay, because it'll take a lot longer for me to try and find the glue, and then I've still got to take them the glue and then put it on and then stick it on, then I've got to find the scissors, then I've got to find the coloring crayons. But if we do help each other, it's going to go a lot faster, and that's teamwork and cooperation, guys. Okay, guys, that was a social skill for today. I want you guys to have a nice clear area. Make sure it's nice and soft. Get yourselves a bottle of water, and let's get into it. We're going to start off with a warm-up first. It is going to be skipping. So get yourself a skipping rope. If you don't have a skipping rope, don't worry. You guys can just pretend that you do have one. You can use a piece of string, anything, just to make sure that you have something to pretend that you're skipping. Now remember, when you're skipping, you got to have your elbows tucked in. You only want to use your wrists, okay? You don't want to have your arms high up in the sky, or using those whole arms, because it's not going to work. You want to keep them in and do it like that, okay? But we're first going to start off with a warm-up, so you guys can find a wall or like a chair, and we're going to start off with some Carve Raises, okay? We're going to get our legs nice and warm before we start to skip. Very important, because we want to have some blood flow in our legs, okay? We also want to stretch them out and make sure that they're ready. So I'm up against the wall, and you're going to go all the way up on your toes and all the way down. You guys can just do about 10 of these. If you're feeling like it's really easy doing it on 2 legs, you can try and do it on 1 leg at a time, okay? Because then you're isolating the muscle. Whatever you feel it, guys, you're going to push up onto those toes. You're going to feel the contraction in your calf. And this is great, because we're going to be landing a lot on our toes when we're skipping. So we want to make sure that our calves are nice and warm, okay? And now once you feel, you guys don't have to do 10. If you feel like you need to do more, you can always do more. Until you're nice and warm, you can shake it out. There we go. Now we got to stretch out our groin and a little bit of our legs, and this is where we do splits, okay? Splits are so important. So we're first going to start in the middle. So guys, in all of our movements, if you are flexible, it makes our movements a lot easier, because you're nice and limber, you don't get as sore. So I want you guys to open up those legs, keep your body forward, you're not going to go onto your bum. Open up those legs as wide as you can. Now, I am not flexible at all, so I've actually been working on mine. It might not look like it, but I have been. I've been stretching twice a day to try and get nice and flexible. So you're going to open up those legs, keep your body forward, and you're going to hold this and go down as far as you can until you feel the stretch, and you're going to hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now remember, if you feel like you need to hold it a bit longer and it's a bit stiff for you, you can always pause the video and stretch it out, okay? Remember, we're all different. We all have different flexibilities. So if you need to stretch a bit more, go ahead, and if you want to make it a bit more difficult, if you guys are already on the ground, you can put 2 pillows on the side, put your feet up on the pillow, and then go down. So instead of being straight in your split, you'll be a little bit of a curve, and it will make it a bit deeper for you, and you'll get a better stretch. Okay, now you're going to turn. You're going to put one leg in the front. Any leg, it doesn't matter. I'm starting with my right leg. Now, you can start off in a lunge. You're going to push those hips down, making sure that you feel the stretch all the way up your leg. And slowly but surely, you want to try and straighten out those legs and go down as far as you can, okay? Just hold that there, like I said, for about 10 to 15 seconds. And if you need to hold it a bit longer, go ahead. Just make sure that you're feeling the stretch. That's the most important, okay? You got to push your body down. Make sure that you're nice and even. You can try and balance if you want to, but making sure that you're pushing those hips down so you're feeling the stretch the whole time, okay? Let's go to the other side. Now, I think that's where most people get it wrong, okay? They're just doing the movement and they're just sitting there and it's easy for them. Make it a bit difficult. Push yourselves down. Try and balance. Like I said, get the pillows. Try and go a bit deeper because at the end of the day, we want to try and get more flexible as we stretch. And the beauty about stretching is that it helps get our muscles nice and warm, our joints ready, all those different things for our workout so that we are at the best level we can be when we're working out so we can just optimize on our training. Okay, guys? So push that there. Hold that there. Make sure you're feeling the stretch. Ooh, this one's a bit tighter. So if it's a bit tighter, I'm going to feel like I need to stretch this one a bit more. Pushing down the whole time, trying to keep my balance. And there we go. Okay. Now, just to activate our quad muscles a bit more, we're going to do 5 lunges on each leg. Now, with a lunge, you're going to be bending both legs, but now you want to try and have that back leg not touch the ground. It's fine if it does, okay? But you want to try and keep that activation in the quad, and that's best achieved when our knee isn't touching the ground, okay? We're going to do alternating, which means that we're going to be swapping each leg every time that we do a lunge. So you're going to bend down, don't let the knee touch, come all the way up, and then swap, okay? You want to make sure that your front foot, the whole foot's on. Try and feel when you push up that your heel and your front and your big toe is having the most contact, okay? Because then you kind of know that your whole foot is pushing up, and that's when you're going to be activating the quad at most, okay? You don't want to just be pushing up with your toes. That's bad. And you don't want to just be pushing up with your heel. You want to be pushing up with your whole foot, okay? So you don't have to do 5 each leg. You can do more. This is what it's going to look like from the front. Just like this. You can do a bit more if you want to, whatever you guys are feeling. And when you guys are ready, you can shake it out. And there we go. Okay, now you guys can get your skipping rope. If you don't have a skipping rope, you can just pretend that you do have one. We're just going to start off with a cool activity. It's also going to get our arms nice and warm for when we're skipping. It's called the X wrap. Okay, so it's almost the same as tying a shoelace. So you're going to start off with skipping rope like that, your handles like that. You're going to cross your arms. Okay. Now, I'm having my left hand at the back. My right arm is in the front. Okay, so my left hand's at the back. My right hand's in the front. I'm going to take my left hand over my right. Okay, bring it back towards me. Okay, so now I'm at the position where I started. Okay, but now this one is wrapped, and then I'm going to pull my left hand all the way back, and then you should come out with an X, just like that, okay? And then to unwrap, because that was the X wrap, because I've wrapped it. Now to unwrap it, you're going to take it the same way, okay? Left hand all the way, so it's almost like doing it in reverse. Until you get your skipping rope back to normal. Okay, so let's start that again. You're going to put your left hand at the back, right hand in the front, take your left hand over, loop it all the way through, and then pull it apart, and you will get your X. Okay, so guys, you can take it nice and slowly, get the feel of it, and then take it all the way back in reverse until your skipping rope is untied. Okay, so now, the goal with this is to not make a knot in your rope. Okay, you want to go the one way, and then do it in reverse so you don't have a knot. You always want to come out with your skipping rope looking like this. And the better you become at it, the faster you can do it. Okay, and then you guys can try and have a nice, competition with whoever that you have in your house or with your friends and just see who can do it the fastest. Okay, so I'm going to explain it one more time, but now we can do it on the other side. Okay, make sure your skipping rope is nice and straight when you start off. Now you can put your right hand at the back. Okay, see now my rope is tangled, so look here, you can just put it down on the floor, untangle it a bit. There we go. Now it's nice and straight. You can put your right hand at the back, left arm in the front. Take your right hand over your left. Bring it back towards you, looping it, and then pulling it apart. And there we go. You are going to achieve the same thing. And what you can do to make it a bit more difficult for yourself is try and wrap it as fast as you can. And then you can skip over it once. Okay. So you can go loop, come all the way back, and then jump all the way over. Okay. And then you can always put your foot up to stop it like that. It's a nice little fun activity. You guys can wrap, unwrap, skip, wrap, unwrap, skip, and just keep on going. It's nice hand-eye coordination as well. It's getting your brain working. Super, super cool exercise. Okay. Now, another fun way is doing the fish, okay? It's almost like fishing. So you can take your skipping rope like this. You hold the one end in your one hand, okay? I'm holding it in my less dominant hand. So my dominant hand, the hand that I write with, is my right hand, okay? This is the hand that I write with. This is what I'll throw a ball with. It's my strong arm. So I want to catch with this hand, okay? But now if you want to catch with your left hand, that's fine. Then you can just put the skipping rope in your right hand. Now look, I've thrown my fishing rod into the water, okay? Now I want to fish. This is called now either fishing or the snake. Okay, so you can snake it on the ground, or you can pretend that you're fishing and that you want to pull the fish out and then catch it. Okay, so you can try and do this. You're going to swing it all the way up and then try and catch it, okay? It does take a few tries just to get the hang of it. So you can always pull it back, bring it all the way up, and then you catch it like that. And then if you want to make it a bit more difficult, as soon as you catch it, you can swing. Let's do it one more time. So you throw your fish, your hook into the dam or into the ocean. You're going to feel that it's biting. You can feel like you got a fish. You're going to pull it, get it out of the water. Oh, let me try that again. Throw it in the water, bring it all the way out, all the way up, catch, and then you can skip once all the way over it. All right, guys? Okay. Now, let's go into the actual skipping, okay? So what you can start off with first is you can do a side swing like this, side swing, and jump over. Now, you guys can choose. You can try and do this with a skipping rope or without a skipping rope first, okay? I prefer to do it without a skipping rope first just so I can get the feel, and then I can always add the skipping rope. So you can always hold it in your hand like this, just like this, together, and you can always go, oh, swing, swing, jump over, swing, swing, jump over, just to get the feel. You guys can just do this a couple of times, and then when you get the feel, you can always hold your skipping rope, and you can go swing, swing, and then jump over. Remember, just make sure that your skipping rope is open like that, nice and straight. You're going to swing, swing, and yeah, my skipping rope is still not straight. There we go. See, guys, even if you've done this for a long time, you still just got to always remember the little things. And jump over. Swing, swing, jump over. And remember, only use those wrists, okay? There we go. So that's the side swing and jump over. And then you guys can do something called the box, okay? So now you must pretend that you've got 4 sides. You're going to jump. So I'm going to go to the one point, jump to the other point, backwards, sideways, and forwards. And now you're making a box, a square, 4 points. So you can just do this a couple of times, jumping side to side the whole time, and then you can add your skipping rope in. Okay, remember, land on those toes. You can jump from the one point, backwards, sideways, and you create your box like that, okay? These are just individual movements, and then right at the end, we're going to put them all together, okay? Now we can do some cross jumps. Okay, so cross jumps is when you start off going into a straddle, so opening up those legs. Then when you bring your legs back, you're going to cross them. Then you're going to open up again, cross, open them again, and cross. And you guys can now try and do that a bit faster. Open, cross, just like that. Just like that, guys. There we go. Now you can try and do that with a skip in rope in your hand. It does make it a bit more difficult, believe me, because you've got to try and remember. So you can start off nice and slow, okay? So start off nice and slow, going open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross. Remember, only using those wrists, open, cross. And then as you get better, you guys can try and go fast as you can, okay? There we go. Last thing we're going to do is scissor jumps, okay? So you're going to put your one leg in front of the other one, and when you jump, you're going to swap. Now on those toes, jump and swap. You guys can do it slowly first and add a little bounce in between. And as you get better, make it a bit faster, and then add that skipping rope in if you do have one. And if you want to challenge yourself, start off and go nice and slowly first, and then you can always get nice and fast. All right. Now the sequence that we're going to be doing, we're going to do okay, we're going to do the box times 4. Okay, so we're going to go do our box 4 times. Then we're going to do scissor jumps 3 times on each leg. Then we're going to go and do the double bounce 5 times. So this is a double bounce. So you almost add like a little hop in between. You're going to bend those legs. That's where we take our skipping rope nice and slowly 5 times. Then you're going to jump on your left leg 2 times and on your right leg 2 times. Okay, let's go. You guys don't have to do this with the skipping rope. You can do it without the skipping rope, and then you can do it with the skipping rope. Okay, let's go. Box. That's 1. That's 2. 3. And that's a 1. Now we're going to do our scissor jumps. 3 on each leg. There we go. Now let's do 5 double bounces. There we go. That's 3. And there we go. Now we can jump on our left leg 2 times. Remember, you don't have to do it fast. And then on the right leg. Nice. So guys, you can try and do that as many times as you can and as fast as you can. You can put your skipping rope to the side. And now we're going to do a stretch. Okay, so you can open up those legs. Stretch to the one side. Make sure you're feeling it down the side of your body. Keep those legs nice and straight. Go down to the other side, just like that. Now remember guys, you want to hold this for about 15 to 30 seconds on each side. With this one you can swap, hold for 10 seconds, go to the other side, hold it for 10 seconds. Just making sure that you're stretching out those sides. Okay, we're doing cartwheels. So remember, you want to stretch out the muscles that you're going to be using. Okay, so we're going to be doing carts today. So our sides are going to be used quite a lot. Okay, now keeping those legs open, you're going to go down as far as you can. And you're going to stretch the back of your legs, okay? We're stretching our hamstrings all the way into our calves. So you're going to open up your legs a little bit. You want to make sure that your shoulders are in line with your feet. And you're going to go down as far as you can without bending those legs. You're going to hold this for 15 to 30 seconds. Remember, if you want to hold it for a bit longer, pause the video and then hold that there. Okay, hold, hold, hold. Make sure you're feeling the stretch. Remember, your whole foot must be touching the ground. You can hold your ankles like this. You can try and put your hands flat on the ground. Just make sure that you're feeling the stretch all the way at the back. There we go. Now we're going to be doing some lunges, okay? So you can put your leg in the front. Now this is in the splits. Okay, so you don't want to keep your leg straight. You want to try and have your front leg bend like this. Toe just in front of the knee. And you're going to push down as far as you can. And to make it a bit more difficult, you can grab your back leg so you're getting a stretch in your quad as well. Okay, so you're going to be feeling it over here in your groin and in your quad. You're going to try and hold it with 2. That makes it a bit more difficult. I'm going to hold it with 1. Okay, you can try and hold it with your opposite hand. That makes it also quite difficult. You're just going to hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. And then you guys can go on the other leg and you can do the same thing, okay? If you want to, you can grab with both hands, with one hand, or the opposite. Just make sure that you're pushing your hips down at the same time. So you can push down, make sure your toes in front of your knee, then keep that balance. Or it is quite difficult. There we go. Look at one spot the whole time, okay? If you're looking around, you're going to fall over. Look at one spot. Give you anything. I'm going to look at this dot over here. Grab my foot. Hold that 15 to 30 seconds. Don't pull too hard. You don't want to hurt the muscle. And there we go. And now last thing we're going to do is a bridge. Okay, we're going to stretch out our back. So you can sit down, hold one hand on each leg, and you're just going to rock and roll 3 times like this. Just like that. Keeping your chin in, going into a ball. And then you guys can choose. You can go into a small bridge like this, lifting up your bum as high as you can. Or you can put your hands at the back and go into a bridge. Okay, I just want you to hold it for 10 seconds, nothing more. You can hold it for 5 seconds, you can hold it for 8 seconds, but nothing more than 10 seconds, okay? Hands at the back, and you're going to push all the way up I'm just going to hold it for about 5 to 6 seconds, making sure I try and keep my arms nice and straight. And then when you want to look up at the ceiling, come down nice and slowly, and you're going to rock and roll again. Just 3 times. Every time you do an arch movement, which is our bridge, you want to go into a ball movement, just like that. All right, guys. Make sure you go get a sip of water. Always drink a lot of water throughout the workout. And we're going to get into our cartwheels first, okay? The first thing you guys are going to need is like a pillow or something that you can put on the ground. Just to make it a bit easier. So this is going to be my pillow. You can put it down on the ground just like that. We're going to start off with weight transference, okay? Just get in the feel, okay? If you want to make it a bit more difficult for yourself, try and do it without using the pillow, okay? And also keep your legs straight. So if your legs are a little bit bent in the air when you're doing it, that's fine. But try and keep them as straight as possible. And if you don't want to do it on the pillow, that's fine. You can do it on flat ground. I'm going to show you both. So you're going to put your hands down. Make sure your fingers are pointing in front of you. You don't want them pointing outwards. Keep your arms nice and straight. Look at those hands. You're going to start on the one side. And you're going to jump side to side. Okay? Making sure that the leg on the floor is bent. Pushing off. And you want to swing the other leg. Swing. Swing. And you can try and go higher and higher each time, okay? So that's on the pillow. That makes it a bit easier. It doesn't have to be a pillow. It can be a small box, but nothing higher than your ankles, okay? Nothing too high. So if you don't want to use that, you can put that off to the side. And you can try it on the floor. Okay, this does make it a bit more difficult, because then it's almost the same as doing a cartwheel, and you just do the same thing, trying to get as high as you can, almost doing a cartwheel, just like that. And it's nice conditioning as well for the core and for the legs, shoulders and arms. It's almost like a full body exercise, okay? Nice. Once you get the hang of that, it just helps us get the feel of pushing off our legs in our cartwheel. We're going to be doing some lunge levers, okay? Now, you guys must choose what leg you want to do your lunge in, okay? And how you find that out is you want to put your strong leg, your dominant leg, in the front. And how you find that is you can stand. When you fall forward, whatever leg comes first, that's your dominant leg, majority of the time, okay? But you can also decide on what your strong leg with whatever leg you kick a ball with. I mean, I kick a ball majority of the time with my right leg, so that's my strong leg. So your dominant leg goes in the front. It's bent. Back leg straight. Arms up by your ears, and this is your lunge. Nice straight back. Front leg bent. Back leg nice and straight. Arms up by your ears. That's your lunge. Now, lunge lever is you want to be like a seesaw, guys. So when your hands go down, your arms go down, your leg is going to come up. When your legs go down, your hands come up, like a seesaw. So you're going to go like this, arms up, reach all the way down, balancing on this leg, and then coming all the way up. It's fine if your back leg is bent a little bit, but you want to try and keep it nice and straight, and you want to try and balance on this leg. So it's fine if you go all the way there, then come down and then up, but you want to get to the point where you are complete seesaw, just like this. Keeping that front leg bent, back leg nice and straight. And you guys can do this a couple of times. You'll get a nice stretch in the leg that's on the floor. And this is just going to help us with our weight transference, okay? Because the movements that we are doing beforehand is going to help us when we do our cartwheels, okay? Very, 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 very important that your front leg is bent, because that's the leg that's going to be pushing off to get us nice big cartwheels, all right? Okay, now we're going to be doing some bunny hops. So you guys can go get your pillow again. If you don't want to use your pillow, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to show you both ways. Okay, so you can put your pillows down on the ground. And now what you want to do is, you can choose. Now there's different levels. So always start with your strong leg in the front. Remember, we are doing our lunge first. And as soon as you put down your hands, you want to put your hands down with the same leg and the same arm. Same leg, same arm. So if your right leg is down in front, you want to put your right hand down first. And if your left leg is in the front, you're going to turn your body to the left and put your left hand with your left leg. Okay, so if your right leg's in front, turn your body to the right. If your left leg's in front, turn your body to the left. Okay, so you guys can practice this by doing a little duck walk, just like that, getting used to which way your body must turn. So you're going to start off in a lunge. This is the easiest one, where you go all the way, put your hands down, you jump, land with those legs together. Then the next level would be starting your lunge, going all the way over, putting those hands down, one leg, turning all the way around and facing the same way from where you started. So look here, when I start, my body is facing that way. So when I finish, my body must face that way as well. But if I start with my body facing the other way, so if I start with my left leg in the front, I must go all the way over and face the same way. Okay, and then the last level is doing hand, hand, foot, foot. Okay, guys, that is the rhyme when you're doing a cartwheel. When your hands touch, you go all the way over and you land foot, foot. Let me show you. So you start in your lunge. You're going to go hand, hand, foot, then the other foot, facing the same way. I'll show you on the left side as well. Okay, you don't have to go fully into a cartwheel. You just want to try and get those hand, hand, foot, foot. Okay, you can do a small cartwheel with it, and then eventually, the more you practice, you'll be able to go all the way over. Okay, and this is what you guys can keep on saying. Okay, when someone else is doing it, you can say hand, hand, foot, foot. Use claps. Hand, hand, foot, foot. Okay, and that allows them to also get nice big cartwheels. It keeps them engaged the whole time, and then they also remember hand, hand, foot, foot. Okay, I'll show you on the left side. In your lunge, hand, hand, foot, foot. And don't worry about bent legs, guys. As long as you're getting the hand, hand, foot, foot facing the same way, straight legs and perfect form will come. Okay? You would rather have the correct hand, hand, foot, foot, and the correct way of facing, all those things before getting perfect cartwheels. Okay? That will come. Okay? Getting perfection and, you know, the best kind of form comes with practice. All right? Okay. Then once you guys have got that done, you can move your pillow again. And you can also do that without a pillow. Now you guys can actually practice full cartwheels, okay? You can do your cartwheel on the pillow if you want to, and just try and get higher and higher with your hand, hand, foot, foot, or you can try it on flat floor. Just remember, try and keep it nice and soft at first, just in case you fall. You're going to fall on soft ground. Now you just put it all together, okay? You start in your lunge, just like this, and you go hand, hand, foot, foot. Landing in a nice star. You want to always land like this at first, just so you get that hand, hand, foot, foot. And guys, the more you get into it, the better you are going to become. Okay, then I want you guys to try and get into doing 2 cartwheels in a row. Now remember, at home or in a small space, you won't be able to do as many cartwheels in a row. So what you can do is something like this. You can start in your lunge, do your hand, hand, foot, foot cartwheel, land, and then go all the way into the other side as fast as you can, and that is almost the same as doing 2 cartwheels in a row. Okay, cartwheels you can do anywhere. Just make sure when you're starting off that you do it on soft ground, just in case you fall. All right, guys, that was our cartwheels. Make sure you go get a sip of water, because now we're going to be doing some parkour, guys. Super, super cool. I love parkour. I feel like it's so great because you can do it anywhere. The more you practice it, you can do it outside. You can do it, anywhere. Parkour is made for anywhere, guys. So we're going to be doing a movement called palm spins. Really one of my favorite movements. And for this, you are just going to need like a small little box, okay, which is about close to ankle height or just above ankle height. You don't want to have it too high at first. And you're also going to need about a 45-degree inclined surface, okay? So this is going to be my 45-degree inclined surface, okay? You can put it up against the wall. You can makeshift this with mattresses or pillows or just anything that you have. Making it an incline, this is about a 45-degree, okay? You don't want to have it too close to the wall. You want to have it a bit away at a nice incline, okay? So it does make it a bit easier. We can just leave that off to the side. And then this is going to be my little surface that I'm going to be practicing my palm spins on, okay? So now cartwheels and palm spins go hand in hand because it's almost the same movements, except you're going to be doing a bunny hop when you're doing a palm spin. So a bunny hop is this. I'll show you on that. So a bunny hop is keeping those legs together, okay? Putting those hands down sideways like you do a cartwheel. You must choose which side you like to go. If you do your cartwheel on your right leg, put your hands to the right. If you like doing your cartwheel on the left, put your hands to the left. Okay, it's pretty much the same. You're going to start with those legs together, and when you jump over, you got to stay in a tuck, okay? Stay in a tuck and land with those feet together. You want to land soft like a cat on those toes to your heel, okay? You don't want to land like the Hulk or a big dinosaur. You don't want to land like that, okay, guys? Put those hands to the side that you want, kick and jump all the way over, and land with those feet together. Once you've got the hang of that and you feel nice and comfortable, getting nice and high, you don't want to be low, okay? You want to try and go as high as you can, keep those arms nice and straight. You guys can turn it to the side, and now you have more space, okay? So now, hand placement is super, super important when you're doing this. So now it all depends on what side you do your cartwheel, okay? So, if you do your cartwheel to the right-hand side, it's still going to work the same. You're going to put your right hand down first, just like you do a cartwheel. But then you're going to put your left hand, so look, my fingers are pointing away from me, my right hand, if I do my cartwheel on the right-hand side. And if you do your cartwheel on the right-hand side, they're going to point away your fingers, but then your left hand is going to be pointing in the opposite direction, okay? But both your thumbs must be facing away, okay, in front of you, just like this. So you guys can do this first. If you go on your right, so if you do your cartwheel on your right side, put your right hand down first, then your left over like that, and that's how you're going to put it down. If you do your cartwheel on the left-hand side, left hand first, right hand, just like that. Okay, guys? It's almost like pointing north to south, or more east to west. Okay, so I do mine on my right-hand side, so I'm going to put that down first, just like that. Left hand next, and what you're going to do, as soon as you jump and do your bunny hop, because you're going to do your bunny hop onto here, you're going to take your closest hand and bring it all the way around and let your thumbs meet, okay? So you're going to take it like this, where as soon as you jump, all the way around and let those thumbs meet, okay? And if you do it on your left, bring the left all the way around and let them meet together, okay? So this is what you're going to do. You're going to keep those legs together. You're going to jump onto the box all the way over like that. You can have your legs open, but as soon as you jump down, land with your legs together. Okay, and you guys can try that, okay? This is very, very important because it helps us get our hand placement correct, okay? First my right hand, because I like to go to the right side. Then my left hand pointing away, both thumbs facing forward. As soon as I jump, I'm going to jump on. Let my thumbs meet, just like that. And then when I jump off, land with my feet together. Okay, and guys, the more that you do that, the more comfortable you're going to get. Then you can jump all the way around. But then, when you jump, your other hand isn't going to touch. So you're only going to be on your one hand. So now, you can do this. But now you're going to jump nice and hard. You're going to spin all the way around and land on the other side without putting your feet on here. Okay, this is the last level. Same hand placement, but when you jump, you are going to jump nice and hard, spin all the way around, and land with those feet together. Okay, that's why we break it down that way, so we get nice and comfortable, okay? I'll show you on the left-hand side. If you do it on the left-hand side, you're going to put your left hand down first, pointing away from you. Then you're going to put your right hand down, remember? Both thumbs facing forward. When you jump, jump all the way on top, let your thumbs meet, and then you're going to jump all the way down. Okay? Then once you've got the hang of that, you're going to jump all the way around, bending those legs, jump all the way around, and land with those legs together. Okay? Then you guys can take this and put it away, just like that. And now you guys can use your 45-degree incline, because this is where we actually do our palm spins. All right? Okay, so I'm going to show you what a palm spin looks like. I'm going to start a bit away. Hopefully this wall doesn't fall down, but we'll see. You go and jump, and you guys can spin all the way around, and that's what a palm spin looks like. So it's almost the same as what we just did over there, but this makes it a bit more difficult, okay? So this is how we're going to break it down. We are going to break it down like this. You can start, make sure that your fingers are pointing. It doesn't matter. If you do your cartwheel on your right leg, you can start over here. If you do it on your left leg, you can start over there. Whatever feels comfortable. You can try both ways and then decide which one's best for you, okay? So I'm going to show you from this side. Make sure that your fingers are pointing that way, away from the wall. You can start. Make sure you have a little bit of space. You can jump, put those feet on, and then jump off to the other side. If you start from this side, make sure your fingers are facing forward. Jump on, and then jump off. Okay. That's easy. I want you to try and jump all the way over. Get your feet nice and high without having your feet touch. So still putting your hands on the floor, jumping all the way around, land on the other side. And if you want to go from this side, you're going to jump all the way around and land on the other side. And then the last level, guys, is putting one hand on the floor, pointing away, one hand over here, and as soon as you jump, you're going to lift the hand off the incline, okay? And you're going to go on one arm. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to jump all the way around and land. And if you're going from this side, left hand on the floor, right hand over here, and when you jump, you're going to lift up this hand and go all the way through, okay, guys? And I want you guys to practice that. Very, very important. And then later, the more you practice, you'll be able to get into the palm swing, okay? Nice one, guys. Now we're going to be doing our functional fitness. This is where we get ourselves nice and strong. We get our muscles nice and ready. Very, very important, guys, because the stronger we are in our core, our upper body, our lower body, the better our movements are also going to be because we're going to be ready for it, okay? So the first thing we're going to start off with, I'm going to be showing you guys one round, okay? You're going to be doing one round with me. I'm going to be showing you how to make it easier or more difficult for yourselves. But I want you guys to try and push for 3 to 5 rounds, okay? So we're only going to be doing one now. But you can pause the video once we've gone through the whole thing. You can pause the video, do another one and another one. You can try and go all the way up to 5 if you can. Then play the video again, and then that's when you'll get to the cool down. All right, guys, you got to push yourselves. Try and do 3 rounds, all the way up to 5 if you can. And that'll be great. Okay, I promise you, you'll be feeling nice and strong. So the first thing we're going to start off with is alternating leg jackknives. So you can start off by lying on the floor, bringing one leg up like this at a time. Okay, so now you can come all the way down to rest. Okay, this is when your legs are touching the floor and your hands are touching, and you can bring one leg up at a time. Okay, or to make it a bit more difficult, only your back can touch. So you want to have your legs off the ground and only your back must touch. Okay, and the last level is having your back and your legs not touching, and you're going to hold it above the ground the whole time. Okay, that's keeping your core engaged the whole time, and you're only going to do 5 each leg. Okay, I'm going to come to rest every time, but you guys can choose which one you want to do. Okay, let's go 5 each leg. So you're doing 10 altogether. There we go. Bring those legs all the way up nice and high. You want to almost be like a crocodile's mouth, snapping right at the top. There we go. Let's go. One more each leg. And there we go, guys. I'm sure you're going to feel your stomach activated, even if you're coming to rest. Okay? You're going to feel your stomach activated, but you want to try and get up to the point where you're holding yourself above the ground and then keeping it there the whole time throughout the exercise. Okay? Now, we're going to be doing some dolphin push-ups. Now, that might be sounding really weird. Okay? But the best way to remember this is your bum's going to be coming out of the water, and you're going to lower it down back into the water. Okay? So you're going to start on your elbows, okay? Bringing your body up nice and high. And then you're going to lower yourselves down into the water and then back up again, okay? This is a shoulder exercise and a core exercise. And this is what it's going to look like. So to make it nice and easy for yourselves, you guys can get a nice height. Just like this, you can put it down on the ground. Just like that. And you can start with your elbows on here. And this just makes it a bit easier for you when you're doing your dolphin push-ups. We're only going to do 8, okay? The next level would be on the ground, doing your dolphin push-ups. And the last level will be taking a height, keeping your feet on the height, and then doing the dolphin push-ups. Okay. Now you guys can choose. I'm going to do it on flat ground. So I'm going to do mine like this. And you're going to do 8, okay? Start off outside the water, bring your body down into the water, and then out, okay? You want to keep your body in straight, okay? You don't want to go all the way down. Keep your stomach, it's almost like doing a plank, all the way out of the water, back in. Let's go, guys, 4 more. All the way up, and all the way down. There we go. 1 more. Nice. There we go. Next one we're going to do is we're going to do a hip lift, okay, but with 1 leg. So this is where you lie down nice and straight like this. Okay? You want your feet at 90 degrees when you're all the way up, like this. Okay, this is a hip lift with both your legs on the ground. But now you're going to choose and lift one leg, and you're going to do 7 on each leg. So a hip lift, like this. Okay, you can keep this leg bent to make it easier. And you're going to push the bum down and lift up. Bum down, push your hips up to the ceiling, just like that. And you can swap and do 7 on the other leg, so 7 each leg. If you want to make it a bit more difficult, you got to keep this leg straight and going all the way up and all the way down, 7 on each leg. And the most difficult would be getting a height. And you're going to put your feet up on the height, and you can do the exact same thing with straight legs, all the way down and all the way up. You can be working on your hamstrings as well as your glutes, your bottom muscles, okay? I'm going to do mine on here, 7 each leg, okay, guys? So lift up, get that leg nice and straight, and you want it in line. You want everything to be in line, okay? Let's go 7 each side. Try not let your bum touch the ground. Push up as hard as you can. And there we go. Let's go. We got 2 more. Nice. And now you're going to swap legs and go on the other side. There we go. Keep that leg nice and straight. Whole time. And if you want to, you can bend it a little bit to make it a little bit more easier. Okay, let's go 2 more. And nice, guys. That was our hip lift with 1 leg. So far, we've done some core, we've done shoulders, we've done our legs as well, our hamstrings and our glutes. Now we're going to be doing plank ups, okay? So this is a whole body movement. We're working on our core, shoulders, arms, all those kind of things. So you're going to get down. You can start off in your front support, keeping those arms nice and straight. Remember, you want a straight body, hands in line with your shoulders, so you don't want to be like this or too over. And what you're going to do is you're going to go right all the way onto your elbow, left onto the elbow, and then press all the way up. That's 1. All the way down, that's 2. We are going to do 10, okay, guys? Try and take it nice and slow. Don't go too fast. All the way down and up, like a wave, okay? To make it a bit more difficult or easier, you can do it on a height like this to make it easier. Okay, then the next level will be on the floor. And then to make it the most difficult, put your feet up on there and do the exact same thing on the floor. I'm going to do mine just like this. And let's do 10, okay? Start off in front support. Down and up. Just like that, guys. Working on our triceps as well. Keep your body nice and straight. Don't have your bum up or low. Try and keep it nice and straight, because then you're working on your core the whole time. Okay, let's go. We got about 5 more. Don't go too fast. Try and take your time. There we go. Nice, going to feel your shoulders working, your core engaged. Great, 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 guys. Now, I want you guys to get a small little height. We're going to be doing box jumps, okay? So now, there's different heights that you can do your box jump, okay? So I'm going to show you what a box jump looks like without a height. This is when you bend those legs like a squat, hands behind you, and you're going to use those arms to jump as high as you can over something, okay? So the easiest would be jumping over something that's your ankle height. The next level would be jumping over something about shin height. And then the most difficult would be something about knee height. Okay, you don't want to go higher than that, because then it becomes really difficult and you might trip and fall. Okay, I'm going to go for my knee height because I want to push myself. So you guys can hold like that. All the way down. Jump over, land nice and softly on the other side, and you guys are going to do 10, turn around, and keep on going. Okay, so you're going to be doing 5 each side. Let's get into it. There we go. Try and get those knees nice and high, landing on those toes. Get those arms behind you, throw them up. Bend those legs as you jump so you clear your obstacle. And you can try and do it as fast as you can, guys. There we go. Got about 3 more. Nice. There we go. Nice one, guys. You can put that off to the side. Then you guys can do some mountain climbers as our last exercise. Okay? Hands down in front support. So you guys can go up like this. Bring one leg up. And you're going to do 20, so 10 each leg. Or you can just bring it up like this and do 20. Or you can jump and swap and do 20 like that. I'm going to do my 20 like that. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Take your time. Try and do it as fast as you can. We've got about 10 more. And nice. There we go, guys. That was our functional fitness circuit. Now remember, we only did it once. We took it nice and slow. You don't always have to do just the beginner ones or the easiest ones or the medium ones or the most difficult. You guys can do, like, let's say if you're doing the alternating jackknives, you can do the most difficult of that. Then when you're doing box jumps, you can do the easy ones. Then if you're doing mountain climbers, the medium ones, you guys can choose. But I want you to try and do 3 to 5 rounds. Okay, let's do a little bit of a cool down. You're going to lie down on your stomach, hands next to your side. You're going to push up into your Cobra Stretch. Okay, this is stretching out your stomach and your back. Looking back as far as you can. Keep your arms nice and straight. And if you want to stretch a bit more, you can try and put your feet on your back. Try and keep that back nice and arched. You're going to hold this for 15 to 30 seconds. Remember, if you want to stretch it out a bit more, then you can pause the video, guys. This is a great stretch because we've just worked our core muscle, so we want to stretch that out. Remember, stretching is super, super important. Plus, our heart rate was beating super, super fast because we're getting a lot of blood into our muscles during our functional fitness and throughout the whole workout. So we want to lower it. This is where we're going to focus on our breathing, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And after you do an arch movement, you always want to go into a round movement. So go into a child pose. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Try and keep those arms nice and straight, sitting on your bum. Hold that there. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You guys will feel that you're not going to breathe as heavy once you do that. You're not going to be, you don't want to do that. You want to get your heart rate down, relax. You guys can then go into your butterfly sit. Get your feet together. Get them as close to you as possible. Just stretch it out. This is great for stretching out your groin. Remember, focus on the breathing the whole time. Just like that. Now try and get your knees down as low as you can. Go down as far as you can with your head. And hold that there. Feel the stretch, guys. Open up your legs as wide as you can. Nice, 15 to 30 seconds. There we go. Last stretch that we're going to do is we're just going to stretch out our head and neck. So you guys can stand up, or you can go on your knees, or you can sit down. Be nice and relaxed. And you're just going to stretch your neck and your head out. Going from side to side. Feeling the stretch the whole time. Look down. Look up. And repeat. You guys can do this 2 to 3 times. We're going to be doing it 3 times. All the way down. Focus on the breathing as well. Last time. Side to side. Feeling the stretch. And there we go, guys. That was our workout for today. Remember, I want you guys to go and do that functional fitness circuit 3 to 5 times. Remember, you guys can practice your cartwheels wherever you are. Make sure that you have a nice soft ground. Remember the rhyme, hand, hand, foot, foot. And when you're doing palm spins, guys, if you don't have an inclined surface, that's perfectly fine. You know how we did it on a small little obstacle? You guys can try and raise the obstacle. Remember, you don't want to go higher than knee height because then it's getting a bit too high. So if you have something that's knee height and you have enough space to spin on it, give it a try. Remember the hand placement, super, super important. And it's called a spin because you're spinning on that one arm, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, we spoke about cooperation and teamwork. If you guys have a brother or sister and they're old enough to try these things, you could be coaching them, you could be helping them, giving them tips and tricks, working together, and you guys can help each other and you both can achieve. If you guys want to try and do the palm spin, you guys can work as a team together, helping each other get to doing the palm spin. It doesn't even have to be a palm spin. It can be anything. If it's like I said, if it's a dance move or if it's something else, if it's building something, you guys can work together to achieve or to get to that same finish line or the goal that you guys have set for yourself, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed. It was Sam Dyke with this workout, and I'll see you guys next time. Get some water, guys. Bye, guys.